Why, thank you, John. I would love to have one. You said they're good. I'm going to try it out. That is good. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Camiel with another Camiel's commentary. So, I got a couple of cases for you that I want to talk about. One is a pretty effed up murder case. But before we do that, I want to talk about an end of watch. Officer fallen. Yesterday, March 8th, we had an officer in Joplin, Missouri, who, Corporal Cooper, he was responding to a disturbance at a local mall, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not your typical domestic situation in the evening. And he showed up, and unfortunately, he was shot and killed at the scene. There were other officers showed up there, and they were critically wounded as well. The scumbag took one of the officers' handguns and stole the vehicle and took off, and the pursuing police officers were shooting at him. He finally stopped and took cover behind a van where he continued to fire at law enforcement, and they finally took him out. So, a tragic situation. I know Ronnie's doing some video on what it is to be a cop and stuff like that, and I just want you guys, please be ever vigilant in anything that you do. The deadliest cases that I've ever been on, the most dangerous cases I've ever been on, were domestic violence or disturbance calls. Always keep that heightened sense of awareness and officer safety skills right there handy. And I wanna raise a glass to Corporal Cooper, and rest in peace, sir. The other case that I have is a pretty screwed up murder case. Now, I think I'm going to, when I do these commentaries, I think I'm going to try to find screwed up murder cases, because I think that's kind of interesting. And I was a detective for 15 years, and that's kind of my my wheelhouse, if you will. So this past February, there was an individual in Fairfax County arrested, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, she was arrested, oh gosh. And what happened was, a couple of years ago, this individual suffered a tragic loss in a murder-suicide. The case came out that her sister had murdered her mom and herself. And for 2 years, they were working this case, and it was a brutal case, and this lady had a horrible loss. Well, just a couple of weeks ago, law enforcement arrested Megan Harrigan for double homicide. And why, you may ask? Well, I will tell you. I'm here for you to tell you. So what happened a couple of years ago is Megan, apparently from a relatively affluent family, stole $400,000 from her mom, which she lived, to pay for closing costs on her house. $400,000 for closing costs. Damn. So mom was going to find out for sure about that. And so what she did to hide the theft is she murdered her and wrapped her up in a blanket. And then she murdered her sister and made the sister look like a suicide. And it ultimately looked like law enforcement gets there and it's like, oh, well, the younger sister murdered her mom and then herself. All so that she could get away with a theft of $400,000 from her mom. Talk about cold-blooded. Damn. So that'll be an interesting trial to watch. The defense attorneys are obviously saying, no, it's not that at all. It was a true murder suicide. Sad. It was so sad. My client didn't take $400,000 and murder her mom and her sister over it. No, not at all. Okay. Anyway, so let's pay attention to that. Tell me what you think as we go along with this case, and tell me what you think about the effed up murders of the week idea. Make me a comment in the comment section, a little redundant, of the video. Plus, if you have any ideas you want me to talk about, or anybody on Surviving the Badge you want to talk about, just throw it in there. And hey, I really want to thank everybody who has subscribed, who watches these videos. please help us out. Give us some ideas. You can always email us at retiredcopsrule@gmail.com and provide us a comment in the comments section. So, as always, what we say at Surviving the Badge, we still got your six.